Hey, how's it going, everybody? I was kind of just debating to myself on whether or not I should have even dropped or put a video out like this because of the possible ramifications or anything else that could come along with it. But you know what? I'm gonna drop and put this video out today. So basically, I really feel that a lot of people get screwed and cheated over by insurance companies when they get hurt or injured on a job. And pretty much, I was hurt and injured on my job to the point where I'm gonna have just problems with my eye for the rest of my life. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get into. I'm not gonna say the company that I work for. I'm gonna be as descriptive, as detailed, but also as vague as possible because, like I said, it could be possible more ramifications that could come along me dropping this video. Who knows? Okay, so pretty much, I worked for a company for 2 years and 9 months. Basically, within my first 5 months of the company, I was promoted to a forklift driver. Fast forward another year and a couple months later to May 2016, I was made Associate of the Month. Um, and fast forward another year and a couple more months, or just another year later, or a couple more months later, I want to say, I was promoted to a Receiving Associate. Um, okay, and which is actually where my injury occurred. Okay, so one night I was working receiving and I went on the pallet trailer. And as soon as I went in on the pallet trailer, as soon as I dropped down, something came up and got me inside my right eye. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Things have gotten inside of my eye from this pallet trailer before in the past. So more than likely, it's probably just gonna fall out, whatever it is that got my eye. So I just tried, basically, doing that to my eye, basically rubbing my eye to try to get whatever could have possibly went in there out. And basically, when I noticed that just whatever was in there wasn't coming out, I just immediately backed the forklift off the trailer, and I just left it so that way it wasn't sitting inside the pallet trailer. I darted over to the bathroom, and basically I tried flushing my eye, and basically I still was feeling pain. Whatever was in my eye was not coming out, and basically I told my manager, "Look, I tried to flush my eye. There's something in my eye and it won't come out. I'm gonna have to leave and go to the hospital." So I basically left there by myself, drove myself to the hospital. I could barely open my eye. A stinging and burning sensation, like pins and needles almost sensation. What's going on with my eye? So I get to the hospital, check myself in, and basically I'm sitting in the emergency room for 4 hours before I get seen by a doctor. And when I do finally get seen by a doctor, they had to put a suction cup on my eyeball and they had to run saline solution through my eye. Okay, so fast forward like a day or so later, and I had to let I guess the safety asset protection person know what had happened. And she was basically like, you should have followed, company policies and procedures. You should have basically just reported it to a manager, and they would have told you, basically you could have went to this urgent, care place or that facility that we have already in place. And I basically tried to explain to her, look, my eye was burning. There was something in my eye. I didn't know what's going on. I basically could have lost my eye, and they didn't care. But either way, like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say the company name. So pretty much, my injury happened in February of 2017. Okay, so April of 2017 was when I first got to see um, a specialist, an ophthalmologist. So as soon as I get to seeing the ophthalmologist, basically, the ophthalmologist told me it's extremely early on. Basically, as of right now, I can't see anything that is going on with your eye, but you should probably give it some time. And if you're still having problems with your eye, just come back and we'll check you out and we'll see what's going on. Okay, and basically, something else that happened that was kind of shady too was I was holding a pamphlet in the office. Okay, basically the eye doctor stepped out. I was curious. I just was looking around the office and I saw a couple different brochures and pamphlets that they had laying around the little room that I was in. So I picked up a pamphlet on chronic dry eye, and when he came back in, he saw me holding that pamphlet. And you know what he did after I left? After I left, he put down in my medical records and my chart that, oh, he has chronic dry eye. I mean, but you know that's that's really kind of far out there with accusing and everything. I mean, it's really sloppy and it's really lazy. He didn't even try to come up with something else wrong with my eye. Basically, it was just like, you know what? this guy's just making up stuff. There's nothing wrong. So basically, I just took him up on his advice. You know, I waited around a couple more months, and I saw that basically my eye was not getting any better. So I let the workers' comp claims manager person know exactly what's going on with my eye. I said, look, we can get you into another specialist for a second opinion. Okay, so they got me in to another specialist in September of 2017, which is so many more months after. Um, so basically, when I drove, okay, so I had to drive to a specialist, which was an hour and about maybe 20 minutes away from where I live. I live in Kannapolis and have to drive to about maybe Greensboro, Winston-Salem, somewhere around that area. And if anybody's familiar with, North Carolina, you'll know that's a really far, that's a considerable distance away from where I live. So pretty much I get there, and basically he's trying to tell me, I don't see anything wrong with your eye. Your injury wasn't that serious. Um, and basically you might only just need glasses. Maybe you might want to get glasses, but if you get glasses, basically the claims workers' compensation company that you're going through, more likely they probably will not cover it. So basically I was left with that. And really, I was really discouraged. I was really disheartened, and I was just saying to myself that, you know, maybe it is all in my head. Maybe it's something that's going to improve on its own. Maybe it's something that's going to get better. Basically, I even tried to explain the symptoms I'm having. I'm still having the same symptoms. My eye feels really heavy. It feels like it's a pull. I still get a pin and needle like sensation in my eye. Sometimes, my eye gets really blurred. The vision in my eyes really blurred. My night vision is terrible. Just seeing from a distance is a challenge for me. Even working as a cashier is a challenge for me because it's hard for me to see certain things. But pretty much, like I said, I was gonna let it drop. It was around September 2017. You know what? A couple more months fast forwarded until 2018, February 2018 of this year, and I actually paid money from my own pocket to go and see an excuse me, optometrist. And pretty much when I went in to go see the optometrist, um, she basically had looked into my eye in depth and just sat down with me and just, she was really polite, really helpful, just really said, what I feel is going on with your eye is that you have something called recurring corneal erosion, which is because of the injury. And all these other eye doctors and specialists that this company sent me to basically just try to write me off and just send me out of there, away from their facility. She basically told me that she feels that I have something called recurrent corneal erosion. And not only that, she said that I have a cataract in my right eye, my eye that was injured. Mind you, I can understand that she would have said, you have a cataract in your left eye. Now I'm like, okay, that's not the eye that was injured. Maybe I just have, maybe something different going on with my right eye that was injured. But she told me I have a cataract in my right eye that was injured. Now, she did say she feels that it's not because of the injury. She said she feels that it's something that could have been pre existing. And I'm saying to myself, you can't prove that it was pre existing because if it was, the specialist that I was sent to would have diagnosed and found it out in the past. Um, so, basically, from that, as far as me being told that I have recurrent corneal erosion as well as a cataract, that basically spells me out to have eye problems for the whole entire rest of my life. And the insurance companies, basically, all they want to say is, oh, well, we could possibly just cover your medical costs, or, maybe we can just pay to send you into eye doctors so they can have a look at you. But for the most part, we understand that you're going to have eye problems the rest of your life, and we don't care. That's really just the way that people are treated nowadays by the insurance companies, man. And it's really unfortunate and it's sad. And I feel and believe that people shouldn't be treated this way. I'm gonna speak up on it. Screw it. It doesn't matter. Basically, I even have a CDL, man. I cannot even drive trucks at the moment because of my eye. Um, and and basically, I'm gonna have to have surgery to have my cataract removed, and that's gonna be upwards of three to five or ever many grand. You know, however much money it costs to have a cataract surgery performed. I already know for a fact it's gonna be a lot of money. Um, So pretty much, man, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for people to say, oh, we can, set up this Patreon and we can donate money to you and we can help you out this way, help you out that way. I mean, it's fine. Um, yeah, basically, I already see the way that the insurance companies want to act in a way that they like to conduct themselves in their business. Basically, they don't really care. To them, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to keep continuing to go to specialists, and I'm going to keep going to eye doctors until I have an eye doctor that lets me know, quote unquote, exactly what it is that I need to have performed and done on my eye to be able to have it to return to normal. But it's greatly impacting my life each and every single day. It's hard for me to even, like I said, do a cashier job, man. It's hard for me, man. I can't even drive trucks or get into the industry that I want to be able to get into just simply because of an injury that I sustained that's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. You know, basically, if you'd like to talk to me and contact me about more, um, basically drop a comment down below, man. And just let me know something. But I'm out.